What is up, guys? This is Mark with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Cyclone Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic, and joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And today, we got a lot of shit to talk about wrestling-wise. COVID attacking the wrestling world.
The wrestling world? Yes, sir.
The harassment thing is going a lot more, as in it's taking out a lot of people that had a lot of issues, and hey, it's for the better of the thing. Like Impact, like their main event in Slammiversary, they got rid of like half the guys because of the whole thing.
I mean, it's
It's,
terrible. Actually, it's fucked up.
And I feel like I think it's like you guys got to realize that this is actually real shit. But I know Impact lost like half that main event match, which is perfectly fine because again, it won the Slammiversary. I think it's July 18th, right? It's on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
That July 17th date is a big red circle in the wrestling world.
What's that?
Because that's when every single person that got let go by WWE during that big let go could wrestle anywhere.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So that makes that date, that July 17th date, is the most interesting date to this day because you have so many free agents right now.
Wow.
Jumping on the gun, ready to get back in the ring.
Very interesting. Okay.
I could see Eli Drake. I could see EC3. I could see Kurt Hawkins. I could see Heath Slater. There's a lot of guys I could see going to Impact.
Okay.
So I think they're fine. I think they'll be perfectly fine. They also let go Tessa Blanchard. They fired Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, I saw that. That's an unfortunate thing that they couldn't work something out between the two of them.
Yeah, but it's on her. Like they gave her time to just do some promos so they could just put it on the TV and shit, and she didn't do shit.
I have no idea what happened with her.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen anybody like have a response from? Did she just go dark? Like, what happened?
Yeah, she went dark in Mexico.
Wow, she's just off the grid now, son.
And then like people was like, she going AEW. Honestly, if I was AEW, I won't take her.
Well, I guess like hasn't she had a bad reputation?
Yeah, exactly.
Before this happened, so I don't think now's not the time for anybody to be taking her. She needs to work on herself.
Yeah. Like there's a like right now the way AEW is gonna have to do certain things, they have to do something smart, and having people sign and certain things that also have a history, they can't do that right now. Look what they had to do with Sammy Guevara for a past.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but rape is not a game. Rape is not a word to talk about as a playful thing. Rape is a scary thing for people.
Just remember, this is why I like to not have misinformation or say things that you will regret on a podcast.
Yeah.
Just saying, these things do happen to come back and get you now. This is the era of that.
Yeah.
This is the got your ass for a podcast era. That's what you call this.
Sponsored by Kofi Kingston.
So yeah, Mr. Got Your Ass.
So
So you gotta remember when you put yourself out there in a public forum, you're responsible for what you say.
Yeah. And also be more diligent in what you say. Like rape is not a word. Rape is not a word to play around with. It's not. You may think it, and I hate the people that were defending what you were saying, and I'm like, there's no okay with that word whatsoever. There's no okay. There's nothing's okay. Oh, he didn't mean like that. Yeah, he did.
Exactly. Like
if he would have been more smart about it like that, and again, he deserves what he got. I think they suspended him. I don't think he's going to be back in the ring for any time soon. I'll say like about 3-6 months, depending on how big the situation starts getting with the whole harassment stuff, because it's going more and more. A lot of people are talking more and more, and it's not even just one-sided. It's men as well talking about like their time getting harassed. Keith Lee opened up about his time and things like that. So it's a big thing. So It shouldn't have to be like this, but I feel like this is the only way fucking people learn.
Yeah, you gotta be held accountable.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a crazy time. But yeah, it is what it is.
Well, I gotta say the positive thing out of that is they will be donating his money to a charitable organization.
Yeah,
So there you go.
there you go. At least I give AEW credit for doing that standpoint because they had to make a statement, especially so early, and they're still a pretty new company still. So putting that and showing that they're not going to tolerate that, that's a good sign for them.
Yeah, I will say to cap it all off, he and Sasha did have an exchange. So
Yeah, I
this is
saw
like
that,
it's not
and
just a
then
ghost and then win.
and Sasha posted it up as well. I think she posted up a letter about it and actually really talked about it, and that's good. That was a strong side for her in that sense as well. So some positive coming out of it in that sense. It's not just a bunch of. But then again, if you go into some of the stories too, they're fucking crazy. Some crazy ass stories.
Yeah.
Like Michael Elgin and the shit that he used to do. That was like, yeah, dude, that dude should not even be fucking working. So anyway, it is what it is, and it's sad that it has to be in this direction, but it is what it is. At least people are getting held accountable now.
Yes. You know what?
All right. On the positive note, we'll go into the week of wrestling. Monday Night Raw was actually a solid show. I liked what was kind of looking for. Extreme Rules. Now it's called the Horror Show. You know what that's gonna be? Another
Is
cinematic
that like,
match.
hey man, it's July. What the hell they talking about horror show?
Like, is it Halloween yet?
I'm trying to understand. I thought the Undertaker was retiring.
Well, if you watched SmackDown and Braun Strowman's promo of him laughing with Bray Wyatt, you can see that there's gonna be another cinematic match.
Oh, I just thought that meant that he was getting possessed by Bray Wyatt because it just looked funny for him to be laughing along with Bray Wyatt. I don't get it. Why would they play that? That just.
Me either.
Are you telling me he's gonna lose the match? Is this what's happening? No, please.
So, kickoff Raw, we got the return to Monday Night Raw of Dolph Ziggler.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is Drew McIntyre? Pretty much looking for a new challenger, and Dolph Ziggler comes out. They have a exchange of words, and he challenges. Yeah,
it should have been me.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Hey man, I actually would like to see this match. I think it would be a really good match. So.
Yeah, but you know the only thing I just like. All right, listen, Dolph Ziggler, what is wrong with you, man? All you do is show up and beg for matches. He's like this. He's like his character is almost like a movie villain.
Yeah.
That's just like he's always gonna be evil, no matter how many times you tell him like he's doing the wrong thing. Like, dude, that's not how you get a championship match. But it always works.
Yeah.
And he just shows up, bitches, and gets one. God damn it.
He gets his ass kicked and loses.
Is he the ultimate Karen? Is that what he is?
Yep.
Oh. He wants to see the manager. He wants a match.
Yeah.
All right.
So we end that segment, and then we have Charlotte Flair and Nia. All right, so this is going to be my big problem with Monday Night Raw. That's just really pissed me off in a way, is the fact that they had to beat up Charlotte and injure her arm for order for Asuka to take a win off of her.
This is true.
That really pissed me off. I was like, why? Like, Asuka should be able to take out any woman or guy in that matter in Monday Night Raw. Asuka's probably the best wrestler in that damn locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to go into that to make her injured, still fighting injured, and then now make an excuse that why she lost is the fact that she had injury. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm calling that out as bullshit, and I'm very disappointed with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I can
all.
see that.
Hmm?
I said I could definitely see that. That kind of sucked
Yeah.
when you put that together like that. Yeah, it does suck.
Yeah, I felt like that was the only way that Asuka was going to beat Charlotte clean is the fact that Charlotte had to be injured. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That really pissed me off. That really like kind of got my mood down. And then this match came up, and it was actually a really fun and good match. Street Profits versus Viking Raiders. So I was mad about for a good 2 seconds. Really good match, really solid tag match. I think they have great chemistry together. I'm finally happy that Street Profits actually won the match.
So is this the first time they asked? No, wait.
No,
beat
they
them
fought
once.
the Viking Raiders beat them twice already.
No, but in the feud of like every time they fought, they're not undefeated towards the Street Profits until this match, right? They won one match in
They
NXT.
won two.
They beat them twice in NXT.
They beat them. No.
No, I'm trying to say total. Because remember they had a little bit of a feud before they left. Remember?
I think Viking
And
Raiders beat them
left
probably like
losing, right?
4 times.
But they left without losing.
Yeah,
right?
they were undefeated in NXT.
Yeah, so this is actually the first time they beat him.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
And it was a really good match. He got really high with that far splash.
Yes, sir.
They did some great shit. Him catching him in a powerbomb position and outside the ring,
amazing.
and these guys at least they worked a really good tag team match together. Hopefully they build it more. Hopefully they build more of the tag teams in the Raw division because right now it's just them two and it's gonna get stale after a while. So hopefully they build more talent because I've seen some good shit. I've seen some good stuff, especially on main event this week. I saw Buddy Murphy tagging with Theory versus Cedric and Ricochet. Just think about that.
Yes, sir.
That's an amazing match right there. So, see what they do. But yeah, they got the win. And then the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka, defeats Charlotte Flair. Again, I don't want to take credit. I don't want to take bad off this match because I thought the match was good, but I hated the fact that Charlotte had to be injured for Asuka to win.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
But it was actually a really good match, though.
Yeah, it was a good match. But it just pissed me off. That just really pissed me off. It was just like, why you have to be like that?
So what did you think about Randy Orton and the Big Show?
I thought that was pretty good.
You thought Big Show was convincing as the big protector?
No.
No.
He lost too much weight. You're not that big no more.
He's just a slightly large show now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like someone's dad trying to like protect his son, but has no fight experience whatsoever.
Oh no! But he was like, no. When he said square up, I started dying laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh Lord, he's like that black dude in the picture in the meme.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
Akira Tozawa.
Oh, this is true.
Defeats R-Truth for the 24/7 championship after Bobby Lashley.
Somebody has to make a meme of WMAC Masters with Akira Tozawa as like the face.
Yeah.
Because remember, ninjas penetrate the dome.
Yeah. That was good.
Oh shit! They got R-Truth, man. The ninjas got him.
Yep.
So, I'm happy. Listen, this is probably the bright spot for Raw for me.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Natalia defeats Liv Morgan. I thought it was an okay match. I see what they're doing with Lana and Natalia. And then also you see Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott kind of trying to hash things up. I was kind of digging Liv. Huh?
She was like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
She was telling her, don't talk to me.
Yeah, we'll see. They don't know how to bring back together. I was digging Liz Morgan's push, like what Paul Heyman was doing. I actually dug her matches. She was actually doing some good matches. So I feel like they are mismanaging her, and I think she could have been pretty solid if you actually gave her the chance.
I hope so. At least she's not going anywhere, right?
Yeah, at least the tag division needs the other tag teams. So What's the worst that could happen? They just lose all the time, like Natalia does. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm digging like Orton's character right now. Stop putting Ric Flair in this area because you're scaring me with this whole Corona thing, and then you have Ric Flair there.
Mm-hmm.
Stop that shit. And then main event was WWE Women's Tag Team. Oh, actually, it wasn't the main event.
Well, don't forget about Dominic.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I got confused. So Sasha Banks and Bayley defeats the Iconics. I thought that was a solid match as well. You have the Boss challenging Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka accepted, so they're gonna fight for the title at Extreme Rules, and then also Sasha Banks is gonna fight at the Great American Bash NXT against Io Shirai next week.
So maybe she have 3 belts.
I don't think Io's losing the belt.
I want to see it. Go ahead.
I don't want
Let somebody else have more belts. I need a woman to look like Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't think they have that many belts.
I'm just saying. I can dream.
Apollo Crews defeating Shelton Benjamin. I thought that was a solid match.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the whole Rey Mysterio, Dominic trying to get their eye of. It was actually a cool little segment. I thought it was fun.
Man. You know, I know that Seth Rollins is so happy whenever they replay the beginning of this saga.
Oh yeah.
When they have the part where he's making that maniacal face when he's mushing Rey Mysterio's head into the steps.
Yeah.
He looks like such a cartoon character. It's ridiculous.
That was the look he gave Becky Lynch.
This one's gonna be a baby.
I just laughed. I just made myself laugh.
Like, all right.
Yeah, solid Raw. I give it a B.
Mm-hmm. I give it a B plus. There's some funny things that happen. Man.
Yeah, you got some good stories going. You had some solid matches. I was a little disappointed the matches were a little shorter than usual, but other than that, the matches were fine. They did a good job building the show. So as long as you're building to the pay per view and making that the standpoint, I guess I'd be fine with that. So it was a good show.
Still not better than NXT.
Nah, yeah, NXT it was fantastic. I guess we're going to NXT next. First of all, we had Cameron Grimes defeat Damian Priest, and he's been a great character. He's been making me laugh. Solid match, but he just beat the shit out of fucking Damian Priest.
It's messed up. So did they ever confirm who did the stuff to Damian Priest?
Man, it's him. It's Cameron Grimes.
Oh, no, I'm just saying they haven't showed it, right? They haven't said he's the one that's
he's not. He's right? I guess it's proven guilty, and it's proven guilty. But he so happened to be there every single time.
Every single time,
laughing his ass off. So yeah, there's something there.
You know, he's like the Nelson
of
NXT. He just always did a laugh at you.
That's a good comparison.
Oh,
what else? NXT Cruiserweight Champion Santos Escobar defeats Jake Atlas. I thought this was a fantastic match. I actually dug his entrance.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling the faction.
Me too.
I'm feeling. I just need him to feel a little more dangerous, though.
Okay.
I mean, because he feels like a threat.
Yeah.
The other two guys haven't really been like doing anything devastating. They just been doing this generic henchman beat you up stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they haven't done like a big finisher or some shit yet. Yeah. Like they should have like a really fucked up finisher.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, I agree with you with that.
Jake Atlas is pretty cool too. I guess.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Good match. Dakota Kai and I call her XL Sonya Deville versus Kenyon.
How dare you?
Kaden Carter and Casey Carrazzo. Yo, doesn't she look like a larger version of Sonya Deville?
Leave.
She borrowed her fucking clothes. Like it was the same outfit she wore like a couple months ago.
She is her own woman. How dare you?
Yo, she looked like Sonya Deville this week.
I need her to be a dominant part of this tag team so we can have another team.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm just
She
saying.
killed that little. She killed
I'm
that
just
little
saying.
woman. Though.
I'm just saying. She looks like an XL version of Sonya
Oh
Deville.
man, that's messed up.
Like she borrowed her shirt. Like that was kind of what I got from this match. Like, yo, my shit broke. Can I borrow your shirt? And then the ponytail didn't help.
All right. Listen, you right.
I was telling Minion with the opinion that, and he had to really look at it. And he just started laughing. I was like, "Yo, like that's what I saw because she has the same
what is
style."
true is true. What
Well,
is true
Sonya
is true.
Deville's kicking ass right now, so it's a good comparison. But yeah, solid tag match.
It was a good
Pretty
one.
dominant.
I love the development with Dakota Kai. Slowly, every week something. Every week she's on, there's a little bit of something still going on, and she's still calling out EL. So
Yeah,
I guess it's not gonna be at the next pay-per-view though.
yeah,
That's pretty funny.
yep. Killian Cross defeats Bronson Reed. I thought it was actually a good
Mm-hmm.
showing, even though he's like manhandled this big man like nothing.
I mean, yo, he flung that man pretty convincingly.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
it reminded me of like when you flip like the big fat dude in Streets of Rage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what it looked like. You just flung him.
This is true.
Good match. I liked what they're doing with Killing Cross. Like he has an interesting get up, and the way they're booking him, I think, is strong. So I'm all for that. Rhea Ripley defeats Aaliyah.
This is hilarious. I love the Robert Stone segments going on, and I love that this part where she's now involved with this, and it just is still going. Now next week there's gonna be a 2-on-1 match.
Yeah.
Yo, what the hell? I'm all in. At least look, now there's at least something for Aaliyah to do.
Yeah, and
hey, Rhea Ripley is beating somebody up. So
can we get Vanessa Bourne back, please?
Oh man, where is she? Where's she at? She ain't hurt, is she?
I don't know, but I haven't seen her in a while. I miss her.
Man. Yes. I'm gonna go stand in the crowd with a sign. Come on.
Yeah. Just so
she got a t-shirt.
Where is she? Bring her back. Dexter Loomis defeats Roderick Strong. I thought this whole shit with him has been hilarious, and then the whole psychiatrist thing with fucking, it made me laugh. It was really good stuff.
It's so good. I love it. When he saw it was his own buddy. He was like, "Wait, I'm studying for a role."
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking this whole active part of him very serious now. I love that. So silly. Still looks Amish.
He does look Amish. He looks like he's gonna build you a treehouse.
Mm-hmm. I love how into this Roddy is. Just not getting in the ring. Just walking away, taking the count out. All right.
And we close the show with the NXT North American Champion Keith Lee defeats Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano. I think this was my match of the week.
Match definitely for me. Definitely.
I think it was a really smart match.
Okay.
Because again, like they actually really show Keith Lee's side compared to them too. So they both were trying to bring him down by like choking him out and things like that. And they kept trying to do it, but both of them were trying to fucking choke his ass out to slow him down. But he also showed he didn't sell like the way he usually sold. Like he sold as a big man, and I feel like that's something that Keith Lee lacks in sometimes. As in, he sells everything, and he doesn't sell as the size he is compared to the other guys. So I think they worked smart this match, and I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay, I like that. It was just a very good match, though. I mean, again, I'm always sad when my boy Finn Balor don't win, but hey, it's all good.
It wasn't a takeover, so it didn't matter for him. He's 13-0 in takeover.
But I will say, so. This next match guarantees a title change. So that he won the match. No, but if somebody, it is undisputed. Yeah. So you can suspect that the match could end via disqualification, but that means Keith Lee versus Cole. He says if the stipulation is if Cole wins, he gets the North American Championship. If Keith Lee wins, he gets a championship.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Title
Like,
first title.
so it's guaranteed a title change.
Yeah.
Unless,
Yeah.
Roddy finds his balls.
So because of the storyline they portrayed they pointed to us, what I think is gonna happen is Killian Cross is gonna destroy both of them.
Oh Jesus! Don't say that.
And what's gonna happen? Well, Adam Cole he was going after, and then Keith Lee broke his clock.
I don't want the match to end like I want there to be a winner.
But you don't break the man's clock.
Yeah. You're right.
I have a feeling he's gonna come in the match and destroy them both.
I kind of feel like the Undisputed and Dexter Lumis, something's gonna melt down with them because that's a whole background story too.
Yeah. So we'll see. The Great American Bash, they announced that it's coming back for NXT, so it'll be the next 2 weeks. It's kind of like the Fyter Fest is going to be the next 2 weeks as well, so it's kind of competing, I guess.
So, what does this mean? They're just taking one show and breaking it up into 2 weeks?
Yeah, so they're doing like they just bring back the Great American Bash, and it's going to be a 2-week show. Pretty much the champion versus champion match will be on the second week. Io Shirai versus Sasha Banks, I think, is going to be this week.
So how many matches is it going to be per show? Just like
probably like 3. It's a regular It's a regular show. It's just not. It's just split into 2.
All right.
And then Fyter Fest is happening the next 2 weeks as well. Mm-hmm. And the only match of that I'm kind of looking at is the Jericho Orange Cassidy match.
Yeah, that's kind of the match I want to see.
Yeah. The rest, I don't really care.
I wish that he won the championship. That'd be the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
It really would.
Because the whole thing with Renee Young, we don't even know if Moxley's going to be able to defend his title.
This is true.
Yeah, he tested negative, though. Like, he got tested and he was negative. But still, who knows? Like, if he's taking care of her and things like that, he could probably start getting symptoms later on. But yeah, AEW, I watched a bit of it. Wasn't really glued. It didn't really glue me to my seat. I really did like the Jericho and Orange Cassidy. It was towards the end of the show. It was a really good back and forth. Jericho's Jericho, man. Jericho's fucking man. I did not like Cody Rhodes' press conference with Jack Hager. Just the fact that. So it was like a silly press conference. And Hager's wife threw water in his face, and Brandy just stood there and just watched it happen.
But I just I just thought it was interesting. They had Arn speak, and he went on about Hager and whatnot.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes, and then he shows up mad late.
Mm-hmm.
He just casually walks in, does the UFC pull. He says, "You ready?" Just why would he say yes? Damn it, Cody's such a punk. How dare you?
Yeah.
But anyway, and then and the whole water thing. So that's what that lady was. I didn't know who that lady was. I was just like, who's
that was Hager's wife. And then I just didn't like the way they should have actually had Brandy attack her. Of what you try to portray Brandy to be, she was nothing of that in this whole segment. It was just
okay. Gotcha.
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't care about that match anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. I don't care about Cody. I have my issues with Cody, and it's just I try to watch his matches. I try to be as even as possible.
You want the other guy to win though?
No, I don't like Jack Hager either.
Oh, you don't like? Oh no.
I don't like Jake Hager that much either. I was
which one you like less?
I think the equal.
Oh shit! Well, that's not good.
I wanted Ricky Stark to win last week, man.
Me too.
I'm mad that guys left NWA. Ziggy Dice.
Yeah,
he quit NWA. I'm sad about that.
Yeah. I mean, there's nobody. They're not doing anything.
And Ricky Stark too.
I guess everybody eventually is gonna have to leave and come back when they can. But
Hopefully.
Right now, they're not doing anything.
Hopefully. I'm mad that Ricky Starks is here. I was like, damn, I wanted to see him like versus Nick Atlas. I wanted to see him get that NWA title. I'm a little sad about that. I miss NWA. That's the one show I really miss is NWA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, where's Aaron Stevens? I need Aaron Stevens in my life, man. You don't know how much
the
question mark made me happy during the weeks of fucking everything, and I don't have him no more. It makes me sad.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Man, you know what's messed up? Yeah, I gotta start paying more attention to their content. I do like that they had during this whole time, even before people started speaking out. They were the ones running stuff because of Hannah Kimura about the girls speaking out about harassment. Anyway,
yeah.
So they still have that series running. So
yeah.
But yeah, they're not really doing matches. So damn it.
Man, I went back to watch the Aaron Stevens when question mark accidentally hit him, and he fucking just went, he stiff body and went bouncing on the man. I'm missing that.
Oh god, yeah.
Aaron Stevens was great.
Yes.
Oh man, and then but AEW was okay. Had some development stories for the tag team. I think Young Bucks, FTR, and are teaming up against the Lucha Bros and Butcher and Blade. Why you try to keep forcing Butcher and Blade to me, I don't understand, but you are. Brody Lee and is tag teaming with Boom Boom Cabana.
Yes. You know what? I saw the tag team match they had this week.
Yeah, it was okay.
That was a pretty good match.
I don't like how they book Brody Lee. I think Brody Lee should be more dominant because of his size. Like he's the only big man there.
Well, look, see the reason I actually like that match with him and Cabana this week as opposed to last week where they lost. This week they fought Janela and Sonny Kiss.
Yeah.
And he was pretty much unfazed by a lot of this stuff at the beginning. Yeah. It was like a grown man playing with boys at one point.
Yeah.
So there was some of that, but then he started getting hit because Joey was just diving on him. It was like, well, listen, he's a 200-something pound man throwing himself at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like last week he wasn't that at all.
Yeah. I feel like Brody needs to be more that big man because AEW don't have that big man. He is that big man.
That's a big dude.
And the Lance Archer dude. Those are like the two biggest people there.
Speaking of, he came out at the end of the match and beat up the other two guys.
He destroyed Sonny Kiss.
And Janela. He hit him with something. He fell out.
Yeah, so I watched that part. What else? That's really stood out to me. I like Shanita as champion. Her match has been okay though. There's none really.
Yeah, this week it was a squash.
Yeah, and then they kind of started a storyline with Penelope Ford. So basically, she's gonna fight her next week.
Okay.
I do like what Britt Baker's doing.
She's funny.
Yeah, I'm giving her credit with that.
She had the cube this week. I saw the picture of it.
Yeah.
And then they still have the thing with her and Swole.
Yeah, she threw garbage inside the Big Swole wearing WWE merch, throwing garbage inside the.
Really?
Yeah, she had Cedric's shirt on.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh. You know, I'm gonna call her out. You know what? Because there was a picture maybe 2 weeks ago of her as Storm next to some small ass man with dressing up Black Panther cosplay, and I'm like, your husband has gear. Why was it just not him in the picture with you? Because you could look at the dude's legs and tell that's a normal man. Yeah. It's not a wrestler man. Like Cedric is Diesel. Come on, man. Shame on you. How dare you? Do another one.
Yep. Oh, this week marks the 6-year anniversary of the New Day.
Oh yeah, I saw the stat. They have like the longest number of days combined for being a stable in WWE history. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Keep it going. We love you, New Day.
Don't turn them on each other.
Yes.
Although I want to see Big E with the belt.
I do, but I feel like he doesn't need to lose the New Day for him to get the belt. No. He's got to book him right.
Yes.
And he's a national treasure. Oh my God.
We talk about SmackDown. Yo, how Big E did the log roll.
That shit had me rolling. Yo, Biggie
Come on.
was on fire in the SmackDown.
This whole this past month, for the entire month of let's call it June, right? Because
Yeah,
June's almost over. Biggie has been like my favorite superstar on SmackDown because
yeah,
every week he's doing something silly.
yeah.
Every week.
Like during the clap for "Thank You Taker," he was like dancing and fucking.
Yes. So good.
I love the New Day. I love Biggie. Biggie's a national treasure. We'll keep saying
Hmm.
that until it's actually a real thing. He's
Until
a
he gets his
national
own
treasure.
holiday.
Damn right. He did the the rolling log down the fucking thing. Had me rolling.
Ah, man. I wish I could put the Ren and Stimpy song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the log.
Oh, oh, as big, as heavy as wood.
And then he also had him like, oh man, like he during the last segment and shit like that, he does the split on the fucking top of the second rope and watching them fucking beat up Baron Corbin. And then him throwing the jacket at Corey Graves. That's like my
Hmm.
favorite thing on SmackDown. I look forward to seeing the jacket get thrown fast at Corey Graves.
Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah. That was really fun. Me rolling. SmackDown, we kind of had like a tribute show for Undertaker. So the beginning of the show was mostly the Boneyard match. So if you didn't get to watch the Boneyard match, you got to watch it for free
Mhm.
on SmackDown, and it's still a fun match. Like the way they did it, and I was watching the backstage things with the last ride. Like, he actually
Okay.
fucking busted open his arm
Yes.
during that. He actually cut himself and that whole segment, but I liked what they did. Is the match that should end, like pretty much have him retire? I'm fine with that. Like he left the way he wanted to leave. He left in his own terms. He left in the guy that he wanted to fight. If he comes back, I have a feeling he will, but right now him being retired I think is good. Taker, you earned it. Like go rest, go
Yeah.
relax,
So you're
go do more
thank,
radio shows because that's all
thank
you've
you,
been doing.
True.
You've
You're
been
right.
talking to everybody.
And he's like, finally.
And dude, I'm enjoying every single moment. I've been trying to catch all his things because he did so much in the last couple of weeks. Yo, he been on almost every single freaking show.
Hmm. True. I saw he was on Jim and Sam's actual radio show.
Yeah, he was on
So,
there. I have the clip for that to listen to that. He was on Corey Graves. He was on he was on an ESPN thing. He was on a Sports Illustrated thing. He was on he had the Broken Skull thing. I think he has like a little thing going with Stone Cold. Is gonna have another interview very soon. I know Mark Henry has his on the Broken Skull sessions. Mark Henry is the next guest, so we'll see. But you're gonna see a lot of Taker just doing interviews,
yeah. Yeah. Good.
which is great. I think it's a cool thing because now you actually get to really know this guy and see if that's where you always loved about him. And I think that's the thing that it was always a mystery. You didn't know a lot about his life, so now you're getting an open story about it.
At least he's not a jackass.
Yeah,
That's the thing. You get to learn about the guy who was the Undertaker. And like, all right, he's a cool too.
and he's respected by all. Like he is one of the guys that everyone looks to, and he could easily say he was genuinely everyone loved him. Like every person backstage loves him, and also he gives them time. Like he gives every single person time. Like he gives like from the New Day to the lowest person in the card. If you had something to say to him and talk to him, he'll give you the time to talk to you.
I'm still sad he won't get his Tommaso Ciampa won't get his revenge
Yeah,
because I saw he posted that picture.
yeah. Well, unless you're willing to do a cinematic match, then hey, you might get your revenge soon. He'd be like, he'll knock on his door.
I found it.
Yeah.
I found it. I think somebody made a gift. Wait, let me see if it's a gift. I think somebody got it. A Biggie rolled down the red.
Oh yeah, I sent it to the
Oh,
guys
yeah,
that
yeah.
they did a coins.
What? For real?
Yeah, I'll send you
Yo.
it. I think I sent it to our Instagram.
Wow.
I
Okay,
sent
okay.
it to your Instagram because that's where I have it.
Okay.
And someone put like the coins.
Oh my goodness.
Big E's crazy. He's one of my faves.
Yep, definitely. Me too.
Yeah.
Me as well.
So SmackDown did have a regular show. Two of the matches that were supposed to happen that night got canceled because all the situation with the COVID thing that we talked about earlier today. So they had to do Audible for SmackDown, and which was cool because it kind of made it about Taker in a way, and also kind of had a match because Jeff Hardy. If you actually know the history of Jeff Hardy and Undertaker, you understand why he did what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And I
But
think
he made sure made sure to give you a nice presentation when he had that lengthy interview.
Yeah.
And then he did the eyes and everything.
Yeah.
So.
And that was one of the matches that made him stand out, like him versus Taker, the ladder match for the WWE Championship. Mm-hmm. That was like one of his. Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite Jeff Hardy matches. Period.
Yeah.
Like
as a solo wrestler, for me, yes.
Yeah. So. It brings to history and stuff like that, so it makes sense. We had a four-way dance. We had Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, Lacey Evans, and Dana Brooke all fight for a number one contendership for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I like the fact that Alexa Bliss was very supportive in the end. Like, it wasn't just angry and shit like that. No, she was happy that her friend won. And they shook hands. They did that whole segment. Huh?
I like that. I said they had lots of character moments during the match. I like that.
Yeah, I really like that. I feel like, honestly, I feel that Alexa kind of needs to be back in that picture in some way, because just because her mic skills in general, like, I feel like you need characters to help build other characters, and I think Sasha and Bayley have been on fire with it, but they also need someone to go back and forth with them, and I think Alexa is that character to go back and forth with them.
Okay, but didn't Nikki Cross win the match?
No, she won the match. And 100% I'm fine with that. Nikki Cross is great.
Because I know it was a four-way, right? Between the two former tag champs.
It was Lacey Evans and
Dana Brooke. Cool. I remember what you said. How come every move she do gotta be a damn flip?
Every move.
My God.
I remember when Dana Brooke was actually a decent wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened. I don't think she remembers how to wrestle.
Yeah, I don't think she remembers. They told her flex and flip. That's
flex
it.
And flip. That's all you do. It's flex and flip.
That's shirt. Flex and flip.
We should send that to Dana Brooke. Like, flex and flip. That should be your shirt.
Yep.
Not knowing that we're making fun of her.
Yeah, tell her stop it. Stop it.
Stop your shit. It was a good match, though. It was a good fatal four-way.
Yes, I really liked it.
Lacey Evans bent over in front of.
I love their reactions. Yeah. Oh, give me some hand sanitizer. She was like, you pull out the water and you hear Corey Graves. That's water. It's like, listen, this is all we got. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm loving those two. I'm loving all four of them. Then with Michael Cole and Corey Graves, because I like how he's just like, do you keep asking him to come out here? And he's like, no. And I just love the dynamic they're having with the four of them.
Yeah.
But also Sasha and Bayley on commentary it's been consistently funny.
Yeah.
And fun. So I'm like, hey, listen, it ain't bad.
Yep.
Because there's been some when they had some people and it was a little funky. So
yeah. The New Day teams up with the Lucha House Party, defeats the Miz and Morrison, Nakamura, and Cesaro. It was a fun ass match, to be honest with you.
From the beginning to the end, it was fun.
It was a fun ass match. Big E flattening Miz on the apron. They did a really close up of that shit too, so there was no fail to enter. That shit looked painful.
I love the little tag, because I guess they're getting comfortable with each other now. So like with the four-man with the Lucha House Party and the New Day, they got tag team moves together now. You see Big E, he flung, let's say,
yeah, I'm fine with that, man. Have fun.
Oh my God! The reason I really like Lucha House Party is because they gel so well with like everybody.
Yeah. And
it's just, man, I know they almost be dying, but damn it if they don't have fun ass matches.
And I like Lindsay Dorado. I like Grandmaster League, so I like seeing them getting some wins and getting into that tag division. I would actually like to see the New Day Lucha House Party for like a serious tag team championship match. That would actually be nice to see.
I mean, they unfortunately lost their last one, so they better not do it immediately. I was almost mad because that's what I thought it was. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
But I would love to see them with belts. Why not?
Yeah. And then Jeff Hardy defeat King Corbin, and it was a solid match. It was just a beatdown of Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin was a perfect character for this role. Like pretty much he just talked shit about Undertaker, and then he just got his ass handed to him. And then you had all the guys come around to make sure he doesn't leave, and then they all beat him up, and then Kofi took a hit, and then he was down for the rest of the time, and then the rest of them just like started fucking him up. And Biggie, you see him in the corner trying to get his guy and get Kofi back up.
Oh man, so good, so good.
Biggie is a national treasure.
Yes, sir.
But SmackDown was a fun show. I'll give SmackDown a B
I
plus.
give it an A. I give it. It was just, I love it. It just had so much good stuff for me this week.
Okay.
Oh man.
NXT got an A plus. I didn't get to say.
Okay. Yep. I'll give it an A plus as well.
Yes. The podcast we listened to.
This week I only got to hear New Day, but it was fun.
Yeah, New Days was
It was Zelina Vega.
Yes, that was actually a really funny one.
Like the whole first 15 minutes was Kofi and her going back and forth. That was killing me. Oh.
That was really funny. That was really funny.
Why you started? Oh man.
Major Wrestling Figure Podcast was actually a pretty good show. Definitely check them out. They're doing this this wrestling federation with the figures and shit. It's a really fun conversation they do.
Cool.
Chris Van Vliet had Perazzo.
Oh, Dana Perazzo, yeah.
I gotta listen to that. I'm actually really digging their booking of Jordy Grace and her. So I'm actually looking forward to that match in Slammiversary.
Okay.
He also had an interview with Wrestle Talk, the guy from Wrestle Talk. I have not listened. I've been pretty backed up with Chris Van Vliet stuff. And then you also had Corey Graves having Renee Young on the show. It was actually a really fun conversation as well.
Was it before or after?
It was after. No, it was before the COVID. So I think he has Matt Riddle next week. That's gonna be an interesting show.
Yes, sir. Big Papa Pump.
Yeah.
I love you here.
Other than that, that's about it. I actually checked out Selena Vega's and Alexa Black's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
it's like A to Z. It was actually pretty cool. I watched the comic book store one. He bought so much shit.
Yep.
I'm like, God damn, man, he collects like Spawn, he collects Marvel Legends and things like that.
Yeah, he's a man after my own heart.
Yeah. So I was actually digging that. Up Down Down has some really fun content. He has Shelton Benjamin on Friday for the Superstar Save Point. It was actually a really funny one. Their Uno shit has been some of my favorite things to watch. It's Xavier, Cole, Cesaro, and Breeze playing Uno, and that's probably some of my favorite content they have in that channel.
Okay,
they're fucking hilarious. Like it's funny. From like when they first started on, like I went back to watch the beginning, and it's just a lot of laughs and a lot of crazy shit. And you have one whole episode that Tyler Breeze had the handlebar mustache, and he was like the Tiger King and shit, and he was acting like the Tiger King, and it was like random shit. They have a lot of fun, and I actually really enjoyed that, so definitely check that out. And I think they announced Freddie Prinze Jr. is doing the next season for Rollout with them as well. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I love that. I actually love their Rollout. So definitely check out Up Down Down. They have a lot of amazing content there.
Nice.
I guess we'll wrap this up. So actually this week, Taker officially, after the Last Ride episode aired, he pretty much officially retired. Somewhat. I'm not 100% sure, but all I've been seeing is like thank you Taker and everything, so it is what it is. I'll say it, and I posted that. I used that as the main picture. Thank you Undertaker for 30 years of pro wrestling and WWE. Amazing character, probably the greatest character wrestler of all time.
True story.
So,
Right.
much respect to you, Undertaker. Peace out. Laters. And okay. And then we wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
Follow us on all our social medias. I'm Mark with the Mic on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, and Twitch TV, or Mark with the Mic. Follow our Facebook page, the Wrestling Babble page, and the Red Cyclone Inc. Follow Red Cyclone Inc.
Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
Red Cyclone Inc. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, and WordPress.
Yep.
And there's a Facebook group, Red Cyclone Inc. as well. So
Yep.
follow.
Stay tuned for Get Spread for podcast, and check out all our other podcasts that we have up. We have the Not a Trekkie, we have Shell Shock, the Game of Rage, and the Morphin Cast. So please check out everything we do and enjoy and subscribe. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Sandwiches.
For mask. Make sure he has his mask on.
And there's 6